Hello everyone, and welcome back to Subnautica. So, yeah, this is going to be a slightly shorter episode than they have been before, and there is a reason for that. And that reason is, I somehow managed to record the entire episode with my microphone muted. So, I did all this wonderful commentary, and none of it ever existed, basically. So yeah, I've edited the episode down to show the kind of bits where I wasn't dilly-dallying about and just talking about nothing, to just the kind of main points of the video. So today, you may recall last time we were looking. Basically, we were going to go on a search for stalker teeth for the enamelled glass for our Cyclops submarine. So that's what I'm kind of searching for now. Now that's a stasis rifle fragment there. Well, you'll see that later. So yeah, of course, stalker teeth. You need stalkers, and yeah, there's a bit of a problem with that because they like to eat you. I didn't think they actually attacked your submarine, but apparently they do. So yeah, I'm in this, I had to go back there because my inventory was full, but I'm in the kind of kelp forest, whatever it's called, biome, the, whatever, the biome with the plants. And I found one random stalker tooth on the ground, but I'm like having trouble trying to kind of find any more, because, like, and thinking about it now, stalkers... I'm getting attacked by another one here. Stalkers only drop their teeth, as far as I know, when they, like, steal bits of scrap metal. Oh, okay, well, I've got one. I think I need about 5 more. So, back in the sub, and I'm kind of looking for... Basically, I'm looking for a piece of scrap metal so that I can maybe lure a stalker over to it so that he can grab it. Unfortunately, they seem more attracted to me than bits of scrap metal. And I'm also kind of looking for the off chance, random tooth hanging around. And I actually do spot one here. It's a little difficult to see with those bright headlights on the sea moth, but yeah, and as luck would have it, 2 more. So I'm not sure whether they're just there to begin with, or if a stalker's been around and grabbed some metal and dropped it before. Now, yeah, so you can see I see some more scrap. I'm kind of, because the other thing I'm needing to collect is titanium for the plasteel ingots, so I'm kind of keeping an eye out for scrap. But you can see there, just as I was hoping, one of the stalkers has run off with another bit of my scrap metal, but thankfully it dropped 2 teeth. Now the first one's down here. I was a bit confused. Found some salt though. A bit confused as to where the first one was. Sorry, one of the teeth that it had dropped. I couldn't see it, but as soon as I get up here, I mean there is a stalker after me, but yeah, I find it here. Funnily enough, right in front of my submarine. So I'm like, well, surely that must be enough teeth by now. I don't really want to chance it anymore with the stalkers. So I head back to the life pod. So finally, I think we've got all the materials we need for the Cyclops. So I start making some glass, because you need glass for the enamelled glass. So I assume you somehow get the tooth enamel off and you put it around the glass. I don't know. So crafting all the glass up. Of course, the other thing we need, I'm checking how much, because I noticed I actually do have a couple more enamelled glass in there as well. Yeah, the other thing we need is the plasteel ingots, and I mean, you've seen those last episodes, so I kind of edited the crafting of those out. But yeah, so finally we've got everything together. I've got my advanced wiring kit and stuff from last time. I've got the enamelled glass, I've got the plasteel ingots, I've got everything. So I jump onto the very noisy constructor. I really do wish they'd turn the sounds of those little robots down. But the thing is, I need to basically be careful where I construct this thing, this Cyclops submarine, because the one time I've made a Cyclops before, and that was before kind of things were more expensive. It was a previous version of Subnautica. Basically, I made it in the safe shallows, and it immediately got like beached on the shallow rocks. So I'm like, you've got to be a bit choosy about where I, activate the constructor and start building this thing, because you'll see when it's built, it does sink quite a way down. I mean, it is a submarine, but it goes further down than you'd think, and it's bigger than you'd think as well. So I'm like, well, this looks like an alright spot. So there's the very noisy robots again, but finally we can make the Cyclops. They are very cool, despite how noisy they are. You can see all the cool inner workings there. It looks really awesome when you're inside as well. It's like a whole mobile base, it's not just a submarine. So yeah, the robots are flying around doing their job, and whoosh, straight. Oh, hello, robots again. Yeah, the you can see it really does sink quite a way down when it spawns. Bit of an annoying bug with those robots. The sound seems to stay, like even when the robots go away, the sound kind of stays in the area that you put the constructor. And there's a boomerang fish checking out my submarine. I don't know whether he's checking it out or if it was just in his way, but you may or may not have heard that. The submarine says "Welcome aboard" to you, and that is just the coolest thing. Well, no, that's not the coolest thing, but it's one of the coolest things about this submarine. The other thing you'll see later. Now, yeah, like I said, this thing is, to all intents and purposes, a mobile base, and you can build these. Like, you can build a locker in there, which is basically a big storage cube, and it like stays, stays where it is. It doesn't move around. It's not like a separate entity. And you can build a fabricator in here. So I head back to the base. But yeah, so before I kind of transfer my stuff over and start building the lockers and things, I want to show you something that is really, really cool. If you've seen the Cyclops before, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's to do with the sea moth. As you can see, I've got my sea moth over here, and you can see it says "Dock sea moth." You can dock the sea moth in this thing. There's like well, you'll see. So I go up to it. It opens up, and you slowly move up. The submarine kind of takes control of it, and it like clamps in. Oh, it's so cool, and I'm kind of fanboying about it there. But yeah, you can see also the Seamoth is actually charged. Like, you don't need to change the power cell in the Seamoth. You can see the Cyclops has got its own power cells, and they basically charge the Seamoth. You can also see this. There's a screen here that says "No signal." Something to plug a cable in or something. I expect that'll be used at some later point, but I do wonder what it could be for. So I've come back. I've got my. I think I built a builder at this point. I think so. Yes. So I've got my builder, and basically I'm going to start constructing. I've got some titanium, you can see, and some glass. I'm going to construct a locker, because these lockers are great, because it means you can just basically carry all your stuff around with you. I mean, not to the extent of like being able to fit in the Seamoth, but you can put them in the Cyclops, and you can basically transfer all of your stuff over from the escape pod, or whatever you call it. The survival thing. So you don't have to go back there anymore. So yeah, I make one of these lockers, and basically start transferring my stuff over. But one other thing you can make, as I said, is a fabricator, and I'm kind of deliberating where to put this, because I kind of want it within access of the the lockers for when I'm crafting stuff, but I don't want to fill in a space that could be used for a locker, so I'm kind of umming and ahhing about it. I'm really indecisive, I realise, after watching this this footage back, but I finally find a place for it, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to put a locker here, so I'll just stick that there. And yep, like I said, throw all the unnecessary stuff in that locker, which means we can then go back to the oh yeah, don't want to chuck my knife. Go back to the escape pod and start moving stuff back. Now, you can see I've got this fragment analyzer here. Now, earlier I analysed that stasis rifle fragment, and I'm going to make one of those in a later episode, so you'll see how that is. Now, I'm like, well, can I move this over to the Cyclops? Is that a thing? Yeah, you can see I'm getting hungry. But yeah, so I look at the fragment analyzer on the builder thing, and I notice I need the blueprints. So I'm gonna have to find some more blueprints, and because I can't analyze them anymore, I think you'll have to actually have to build the analyzer with them. So yeah, basically at the end of this episode, I'm just kind of, you know, floating around, moving stuff back and forth. And yeah, I'm getting really hungry at this point. I managed to grab a peeper at some point, so I eat that. Now, a bit of an announcement I wanted to make for people who kind of stuck around to the end of the episode. It was about 30 minutes long when I recorded it, but yeah, now it's only like it's like the 12th minute. But yeah, on the day I actually filmed this, I just confirmed that I was going to Minecon. So Minecon this year, you may or may not know, is going to be held in London. It's the convention for Minecraft. It's a big thing. And as I am a British citizen, you know, it was a possibility for me. So me and Kieran from Lemon Co, who you may know, you may not, we managed to both get tickets, and we're going, I think it's like the 4th of July. Anyway, it's going to be really cool. So, I mean, if any of you are going, leave a comment, or you know, maybe I'll see you there. That'd be cool. You can see I'm having a bit of fun with the bit too much fun with the horn on the Cyclops. So you can also name it as well, but I'll drive it around a bit more next episode, and you can see what it's capable of. So, yeah, I mean, Minecon should be really fun. You know, I'll definitely get some footage of it. So, I think that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Remember to leave a like if you like this series, and subscribe if you want to see more, want to keep up to date with my uploads, and leave a comment about just what you thought, I guess. So, thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time.